Hello, the internet's Saffron here. Finally getting to play Detroit Become Human. I guess I shouldn't say I'm finally getting to play it. I'm finally putting it on the channel because I have played this a lot already. Which I'll start by saying that yes, I absolutely adore this game. I have been having so much fun with it. But what I'm going to do is kind of a spoiler playthrough because I've already finished a lot of the stuff. Like a lot of my flowcharts are complete and everything. So I want to go through though and do some of the stuff I haven't done. So I'm going to do that. So at the same time, I'm also going to talk about other paths that I did and other stuff that I've done. So we'll just, that's what this is going to be. We'll see if I can finish some flowcharts and then just kind of give my thoughts on the game. So we're just going to get right into it. And we'll just start brand new story. Because why not? Yes. And this is going to start out with, if anybody played the demo, it's the initial scene with the hostage, and we have Connor and Daniel, so I'm going to kind of just plow through these first three areas or so, because they really don't have a lot of, they don't seem to have a lot of input on the later chapters of the story. They're just introducing your characters and just showing you the kind of world that this game is in. So we're gonna start with Connor, everybody's favorite. I'll admit it, I'm part of the Connor army. So we're gonna start with this. All right.
Negotiator on site.
Okay. All right. So go here. And I am on the easy settings just because a lot of the stuff, like I said, I just want to plow through it. So a lot of the QTEs, I'm not an expert at QTEs, I'm sorry. Especially when they start throwing like the 6 access controls in there where you gotta throw the controller across the room to get something to happen. So I'm just gonna do it on easy so I can get through most of this stuff. We'll save the fish. Let's get Connor started off on the right foot. Pop up the software instability. And he is the only character that has that.
Please, you gotta save my little girl. Wait. You're sending an android?
All right, ma'am. You need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
Oh, it's so sad. He's just an android. Alright. So I find Captain Allen. And go right to his room.
I don't give a shit. My men are ready to step in. Just give the order.
Okay. Talking to Captain Allen.
Captain Allen, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
And this guy just gets pissy with you no matter what you say, so I'm just gonna
shot down two of my men.
I'm just gonna say some stuff
get it.
just to
They're on the
get
edge of
through
the
this
mountain.
little section.
If it falls, she falls.
Have you tried its
Sure.
deactivation codes?
The first thing we tried.
Has it experienced an emotional
Yeah.
shock recently?
Listen, saving that kid is all that matters. So either you deal with this fucking android now, or I'll take care of it.
So mean. Alright. So yep, so we got that. Understand what happened. We'll start here with the gun case. I said I got an easy mode, so it's going to tell me exactly where I have to look. Not that I wouldn't know anyway, because I played this only a couple times. Reconstruct. And this is neat too. A little OP, because I don't think, even an android would be able to analyze stuff like this. But it's kind of a fun thing to throw in there. So, Deviant took the gun. We're gonna go over here. So you're at the hostage's room. You're gonna find out it's this little girl. Okay. She didn't hear the gunshots because she had her headphones on. I can relate. A little bit. What does that say? If the life you live, you will live. Oh, if you love the life you live, you will live a life of love. The little heart in there. I guess I never noticed that. It's hard to notice some of that stuff when you're just kind of focused. Whoops. Tried to use the hard, advanced controls. It didn't work. Okay, so now we have the android's name. The Deviant. Alright, so that's one thing taken care of. Come out here to the living room. And this is actually like a TV or something, this thing that's all shot up. I thought maybe it was just like, you know, a glass divider or something that looked pretty. No, it's actually like a TV. Which is insane. Can you imagine having a TV like that in your living room? That'd be sick. So cool. Alright, so we're gonna examine this guy. This is the father who was unfortunately murdered. John Phillips. We're just gonna go through and, yep, he was shot there, and he was shot there, and he was shot there. We're gonna do another reconstruct. Fast forward. And the Deviant came up behind him and just blew him away. And he landed on the coffee table and we got that over there. Oops. Alright, so we got this over here. The father dropped as he was falling. We've got to order another android. They weren't happy with Daniel. Wonder what he did to make them unhappy. Alright, so we're over here. Oh shit. Yep, and that guy gets shot. And I am going to do some stuff that, you know, a lot of times you're just not thinking about when you're doing the playthrough. So you actually follow this guy. Because there's so many things that deviate. Like, there's stuff you just don't catch right away. Or that you're not thinking about. So I can come over here. Okay, he's fine. Non-lethal wound. Okay. You know what? And there's just so many little things that are involved in this that I just love. Because every time I play it, I find something new. Even if it's just one line of dialogue, you know, it's just really neat. Like here too, I'm going to show off something. I don't know how many people have found this. In the playthroughs I have seen, I have never seen this. So we're going to do this. We're going to start by analyzing this guy here. Okay. Yep. Poor police officer. And I'm going to just drop out of it. And there. I have, like, from the playthroughs I have seen, I've never seen anybody else get that particular scene. Now, mind you, there's lots of playthroughs, so I'm sure somebody probably saw it. I just think it's a fun little Easter egg to throw in there. Alright, so we're going to finish examining this guy. Got that there. And this up here. Fatal gunshot wound. He was also killed. Alright, so then we reconstruct the scene and we come over here. Apparently the hostage was with the Deviant. So she saw what happened. Poor child, she's gonna be traumatized. Cop shot the Deviant. And then we go back a little bit, fast forward. And then we have the gun. Alright. Okay, so we finished that. Come over here. Now I have to decide if I want to take the gun or not. And it only affects this chapter. So we're gonna take it. We're gonna make Connor kind of a badass here. We're gonna come over here. And there's some more stuff to analyze. I'm not gonna even bother. It doesn't make any difference in the long run. We're just gonna go outside and talk to Daniel. Ow! Shot him! Asshole!
Don't come any closer or I'll jump!
No, please, I'm begging you.
We got all the SWAT and everybody coming in. Alright, I found out his name.
My name is
That's
Connor.
kind of nice. If you don't find out his name, it's
I know
just
a lot of
okay.
things about you. I've come to get you out of this.
Alright, so now we have to actually negotiate. As you can look around here, there's several things to kind of notice. I do like that though too, because depending how you move around the field, you know, Connor can push the stuff out of the way or the chair out of the way, or you just kind of avoid it. Whoops.
I'm an
I'm supposed to be pressing
just like
buttons
you.
here.
I know how you're feeling.
But yeah, I can look around, and unfortunately there's an officer dead over there. There's this gentleman over here.
How I'm feeling.
And we're gonna come over to this guy.
Are you armed?
Oh, he wants to know if I'm armed. I'm gonna lie.
No.
I'm gonna lie.
I don't have a gun. You're lying.
Yes, I
I know
am.
you have a gun. I'm telling you the truth, Daniel.
Nope, I'm lying.
I came here unarmed.
Well, that's true. He did come here unarmed. Alright, so we're gonna
They
do
were going to
possible cause,
replace
because
you,
it doesn't really
and
matter.
you became upset.
But yeah, you can look
That's what
there.
happened, right? I thought I was part
Watch
of the family.
Daniel.
I thought I mattered.
We're gonna come over here to this
Well, I was just their
officer.
toy. Something to throw away. when
There we
you're
go,
done.
thank you. Examine that. And this comes into play later also.
He's losing blood. If we
So
don't
if
get
he
him to a
lives or
hospital,
dies,
he's going
you
to
will
die.
encounter him later
All
in the
humans
game.
die eventually.
If he lives.
What does it matter if this one dies now?
And I'm gonna save
going
him.
to apply a
I'm gonna
tourniquet.
lie to Daniel, but we're gonna save this officer.
Don't touch
Even
him.
if Daniel doesn't like
Touch him and I
it
kill you.
doesn't make much difference. Considering how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna ignore him.
You can't kill me. I'm not alive.
Andrew. He doesn't like it much. He's not gonna like what he has in store for him anyway.
I know you and Emma were very close. You think she betrayed you, but she's done nothing
This
wrong.
way.
She lied to me. I thought she loved me. But I was wrong. She's just like all the other humans.
Poor little
Daniel,
girl.
no!
Alright, so it doesn't matter.
Listen. I know it's not your fault. These emotions you're feeling are just errors in your software. No. It's not my fault.
80% probability of success.
I never wanted this. I
Not
love
gonna
them.
matter.
You know?
His eye still has.
But I was nothing to them. Just a slave to be ordered around.
And we got the helicopter.
I can't stand that noise anymore. Tell that helicopter to get out of here.
Yeah, that's fine. That doesn't make much difference here at this point either, considering the path I'm going to take. Having the helicopter there or
There.
not.
I did what you wanted.
Alright, so.
I'm your last chance, Daniel. If you let it slip, they'll kill you. Let the hostage go. You have no other choice. I want
Okay.
everyone to leave. And I want a car. When I'm outside the city, I'll let her go.
Yeah, I don't know that I believe yet. See, now. Use gun. Execute. Sorry, Daniel. No negotiations. You're just gonna be done. Took care of that in a rat hurry. See, and there's this the software just instability again. Which I'm not really sure why that happens in that case, because he succeeded in his mission, and usually that's like, you know, the good thing? I mean, I don't know. I guess however it is. I suppose because he lied about the gun, and then he's like, you gotta trust me, and then he just shot it Daniel straight in the face. Alright, so yeah, so we come to the flowchart. And this flowchart, 100% complete. There we go, thank you. Yeah, so I've done, and even just for this small section, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different endings that you can get, depending on how you play it through. And that's all of them. So like I said, that's spoilers right there. And that's how the whole playthrough is going to go through. So if you don't want to see any of that shit, don't be watching it. Alright, we're going to go through this chapter too, because this is pretty much the opening. So we're just going to go through this real quick. And it is, like, the aesthetic of it is just
This
amazing.
is the top of the range household.
You know, I always, like I said, every time I go through it, I see something new or
Come on,
different.
Zoe, let's go.
And you can look
And
around.
handles the kids' home from elementary school up to university.
It gives you all the world building. So here we're in the Cyber Life store.
This is exactly.
And even androids are selling
How much did you
androids.
say it costs?
Which is,
At the moment,
is
we're
I don't
doing a
know,
special
that's
promotion on this entire
so
range
strange.
at $7,999.
You don't even have humans working in customer service. Which I
It does
okay
absolutely
with
all
that.
the work around the house. Painting, plumbing, gardening, repairs.
Yeah, it does everything.
At night,
I
it
take an
switches to
Android to do
surveillance
that because
mode.
I am
Contacts
not
emergency
a
services,
DIYer or
break-ins, or if
anything.
it detects
I would definitely love
much is that
an
worth?
Android to do
The
all
end.
the housework because I sure as hell don't like it.
Come along.
And then there's a Daniel model in the background, which is kind of funny.
There it is.
All right, we have a real guy as a technician
Back in
though.
working order.
Okay.
Apparently,
was
androids
really
don't
messed
fix
up.
androids.
What'd you say
They
happened
can
to it
sell androids.
The car hit it. Stupid accident.
Yeah, a car did
See.
hit it.
Anyway, it's as good as new now, except that we had to reset it. Meaning we had to wipe its memory. I hope you don't mind.
That'll be fine.
Okay. Did you give it a name?
My daughter did.
Yeah.
AX400.
Hi.
Let's see your name.
Kara.
My name is Kara.
And there we go. So now we have Android number 2. And the credits. Well, the opening scenes anyway. Valerie Curry, Brian Deckard plays Connor, Jesse Williams plays Marcus. Clancy Brown plays Hank, he'll come in later. You know, so yeah, and I like that with Lance Hendrickson too, because he played an android in the Alien movies, and then now he's in here and he's a human with all these androids. And I wonder if they did that deliberately, or if it was just, you know, how it all worked out. I don't know. And it really is just kind of neat how they mesh, like, you know, real world Detroit with just what they imagined Detroit would be. And I've never been to Detroit personally. I honestly have only seen like images and pictures and whatever. Even though I'm not that far away from Detroit. But the whole thing is just neat. And the rain, all the time the rain. And when later it gets into snow effects, yes, it's all really neat. Big windmills, the shoveled houses. And cut to credits. Or cut to title. Although we saw the title already. Oh, and it goes right into Marcus's chapter, which I didn't realize. Alright, we'll finish his chapter really quick too, because there's not much to it. I'm not going to piss around too much. I think that's the same girl, that Zoe, that was in the very first scene. They do that, which, I mean, I don't blame them. You know, they have the character models, they might as well reuse them instead of having, you know, thousands of character models. They can get away with maybe 100. So yeah, so I know, like that gentleman that was back there on the bench too that we walked past initially, I know you see him later also. I walked past him in different scenes. You know, so it's really, you know, a good way to build the game, considering the magnitude of it. All the motion capture and everything that had to go into it. Yeah, and there's some stuff here. There's a guy playing guitar. You can watch him for a while. And there's a preacher over here bitching about androids because apparently they're the devil. You know, the one thing they do that kind of is the underlying theme here is that androids cause unemployment. You know, nobody has jobs because all the androids are taking the jobs. Which is kind of how things, I mean, it's not androids, but things are kind of going that direction. You have your home banking, your automated tellers, you know, even restaurants now have kiosks where you can just
Identification.
You can just take your order there, you pay, and then they get you your food. You don't, or the mobile orders. Mobile ordering is a thing now. You just
Here's
have
your
your
order
app on
number
your phone, you order,
847.
and you go, and then
That
they
will
give
be
you your food.
$63.99. Please confirm.
You don't even need to
payment.
interact with anybody, which I can definitely get behind that.
Transaction complete.
Alright, we'll take this. Got off on a little tangent there, but, you know, that is, I mean, that's kind of the thing. Whoops, let me out. Let me out! I don't want to be in here anymore. Alright. Get out of here. We'll switch our camera. And if they got movies that are coming out in 2038, you want to see that 3021 is the future for 2038. And the thing is, too, you think about that, this is only 20 years in the future. So supposedly, androids are, you know, 20 years, they're probably in development now, and then, you know, they actually come into play 20 years from now. It really isn't that far away. But you look at the way technology advances so fast now. You know, you went from these big, bulky computers, and then in 20 years you have basically the same thing on your cell phone or mobile. Yeah, you hear in the background band the androids. I'm just going to stay away from that. We're just going to get right on the bus. And here we come with the over-encompassing segregation through the whole game. You know, androids are separated from humans, and they're not equal to humans or whatever. Which it gets... It kind of beats a dead horse towards the end. Because it's like, okay, we get it. Androids, you know, there's... Yeah. They're not supposed to be equal. They want to be equal. So, by the end, it just gets a little like, okay. Alright. So that's going to be that flow chart. And that's, I mean, that's why I didn't really bother a whole lot with this. Because, you know, there, besides all the extra stuff, there's one path. That's what you get. Marcus took the bus. Alright. But I'm going to just end the episode here. We're just going to end it with the first, we introduce the 3 characters. And then next time we'll get into some more story points and stuff. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all later. Finally getting into Detroit, Become Human. Oh, don't start singing. That I don't want her to sing. Okay, shut up. Please stop singing. I don't want you to sing. Please stop singing. Will you stop singing? Can we oh.
Just a little while longer. Everything will